Paper Mario Color Splash, I owe you an apology. An apology for everything I said back to you earlier this year. I was wrong, but in a way, it was okay for me to be wrong. It had only been 4 years since we had gotten the abomination labeled as Paper Mario Sticker Star. In case you were unaware, Sticker Star suffered from an assortment of issues, such as battles being meaningless, characters consisting of only Toads throughout the entirety of the game, and the game being too non-linear. It was the first Paper Mario game I had played without finishing it. I couldn't, it was just too boring. Naturally, many left with a sour taste in their mouths, and when Color Splash was shown, it closely resembled Sticker Star in the nature of its battles, world map, and even characters. Most of our expectations were set low, and some of us even took it upon ourselves to attack the game, calling it out before we even laid our hands upon it. I had so little doubt this game would be good that I felt enticed to make a video about it. Looking back, not only was my video a little presumptuous, but I was completely wrong. Color Splash nowhere near lives up to the 1,000-year door, but it is definitely better than its predecessor. In this video, not only would I like to discuss how Color Splash exceeded Sticker Star, but also stands well alongside the likes of the first 3 games. Starting with the minute aspects about the game, allow me to discuss the graphics and sound design. Looking at the gameplay, the graphics are some of the greatest I've seen in video gaming in my whole life. Although graphics are an aspect that's generally stable in quality across all games, I must praise Color Splash because these graphics are gorgeous. Having cardboard be the main material and then laying construction paper on top is brilliant. The paper looks realistic, the cardboard looks realistic, the construction paper looks realistic, the thing items look very real, basically everything looks very real. This goes to show that crazy powerhouse consoles aren't needed to make a game look good, and that all you need is really a good art style. Though, when using the thing cards, the frame rate dropped incredibly, but for the most part, it was a smooth 60 FPS. And the music, holy crap, the music! Usually all Paper Mario games and Mario games in general have solid soundtracks, but they did an amazing job this time. You can't help but hum along to some of the catchy tunes while traversing this beautiful paper world. Story in the Paper Mario games were always important, but I never felt they were the most vital and memorable part. However, the story in Sticker Star felt like a drop in quality. Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach, Never saw that one before. Here I really didn't know what to expect, but trust me, there wasn't much. The basic plot of this game is that Mario and company are led to Prism Island where they meet Huey and embark on their quest to regain the missing paint stars that will restore color to the island. Along the way, you find out that Bowser is the villain and that he kidnaps Peach. You slowly regain the paint stars and discover that Bowser is being manipulated by the black paint. Now you're on a quest to stop Bowser and the black paint. I remember that the developers said that Huey would have a touching scene at the end, but in reality it wasn't anything we had never seen before. The whole story did its job well, and it was a good base to build this game upon. Now for the characters, this is where this game shines. The writing in this game is top quality. Almost every character has something interesting to say. The game even made fun of itself for having so many Toads as well. Sure, there isn't character design like the first 3 games, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. Not only that, but would you believe it if I said they actually got your sidekick correct? Not like Sticker Star where that damn crown felt like literal cardboard. Huey may have a generic character personality, but it is endearing and charming. This game actually had me wanting to find out what each character said. I mean hell, right before the circus tent boss, I actually took the time to talk to each and every single Toad just to see what they said. You won't be disappointed in this area, and that is a fact. The gameplay. What to say about the gameplay? Well, the best way to start would be to recount Sticker Star's gameplay and why it was flawed. Sticker Star implemented a system where you had to use one-time use attacks. It was annoying having to constantly watch my sticker count throughout the game, and that's why many hated it. Not only that, but the line in which you would attack your enemies was preset, and you didn't get to choose who to attack. Meaning if an enemy died too soon, or not at all, your whole combo string could be thrown off balance, and that was a major problem that many couldn't turn a blind eye to. However, these were all minuscule things compared to the glaring issue that there was no XP for battling. There was no goddamn point to battling if you got nothing from it. They were just there to trickle down your supply of stickers that was already very scarce to begin with. They also had the brilliant idea of adding thing stickers to the game, which were just real world things that you could use in battle. This, however, ruined boss battles because instead of boss battles being difficult and a challenge to test your skills, They were more like tolls to check if you had the right sticker to progress to the next area of the game. On top of all of this, they ruined the once flowing and natural world established in the Thousand-Year Door. They added a world map where you choose levels to play in, a level select in an RPG, oh, excuse me, as they refer to it as, an action-adventure game. Now that you have a thorough understanding of why Sticker Star was flawed and broken in many ways, allow me to explain how Color Splash addresses these issues. The same one-time use attacks are back, however instead of calling them stickers they call them cards. Now to use cards, you have to use some of your paint you've collected to fill it in, or else it'll be very underwhelming to the enemy. However, though this system is almost a near replica, it functions very differently because you are constantly gaining too many cards. I count several times throughout the game where I hit the 99 max card limit. This works because you get cards from literally everything. You get tons of money to buy cards, you get them from killing enemies, from coloring white spots across the world, to hitting blocks, etc. This same line system is back as well, but I feel you have a little bit more control because this time you can control how powerful you want your attacks to be depending on how much you paint the cards. Now when you mess up your combo string, it feels a little bit more like your fault, but for the most part, it's still bullshit. Now Color Splash per se doesn't have XP or a leveling system, but enemies do drop hammer scraps that serve as some sort of reward. Once you've collected enough, your max paint capacity increases, allowing you to collect more paint and paint bigger and badder cards. It was sort of addicting and maybe it did work as an incentive to battle, but I'm sure most others would prefer a traditional XP system. However, the boss battles are still stupid in Color Splash. Gotta get the specific card for this very specific fight. Though there is a code by the squeezer that lets you know what cards you need. I still would prefer not having to use a guide to know what to do with the damn things. The world map returns once again, but this time the levels allow each area to be completely different from the others instead of having to try and connect them all. You can be in a secret Shy Guy base to take down their secret weapon, or be in a volcano with a giant dragon on the same island as the base. This is most likely the aspect that was improved upon with the best outcome. Overall, Color Splash did fix some problems while leaving some be. Maybe in the next Paper Mario we'll get the original systems back in its true glory. Color Splash was a very fun game overall. There were a lot of things to love about it, even though there were a good bit of negatives. The dialogue was quirky and had me laughing at certain points throughout the game, and although the gameplay was nearly the same as Sticker Star, the new changes somehow made it fun. The graphics and music kept me cheery throughout the playthrough and gave the game its own bright feel. I would say that if you have a Wii U and are a fan of Paper Mario games or RPGs in general, or as they call it, action-adventure games, this would be a good game to add to your collection. I gave this game a 7 out of 10, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next game in the series. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I appreciate any support you show. Thank you guys for watching, and good night.